We're live. Okay, and we are live. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So, some very, very good news to bring you guys today. So, first and foremost, let's get started. Rasmus Hojlund, it is done deal time. So, Manchester United, we have worked with Atalanta, we have negotiated, we are down to just the fine details of the add-ons. The fee is agreed, player is coming. Rasmus Hojlund will be a Manchester United player. And the clearest indication we have of this is Atalanta, of course, played Bournemouth pre-season friendly match, and he was left out of the squad. He wasn't included because they did not want to risk an injury to Rasmus Hojlund. They didn't want to complicate the deal. It will be done. We are very, very confident on this. So coming in from DiMarzio, the fee for Rasmus Hojlund will be around 70 million euros or 60 million pounds. It is an absolutely overpaying, but I'm excited because this guy is going to be really, really, really good for Manchester United. And we're looking at potentially a special player. Now, guys, on today's poll, I want to ask you, this is on a completely different story. So Kobbie Mainoo, as we know, is injured. And Manchester United are thinking of holding on to Scott McTominay in this transfer window because of that injury. So I'm asking you guys, do you agree with that? Do you disagree? It's a yes or it's a no. Should the Mainoo injury stop us from selling Scott McTominay? I hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't, because there's a good offer on the table from West Ham and it might go higher. So coming in from Mohamed Bouffassi, Rasmus Hojlund, and his father's dream has always been to play for Manchester United. Atalanta and United are still negotiating the fine detail. The clubs are very, very close to an agreement. And we also have, coming in from Dutch sources, this is 90% done. So really good news, really, really top level signing. I got some Don Bosco down in the comments. It's good to see, man. And you're saying great signing, brilliant news. Yeah, I'm completely agreeing, guys. It is a really, really, really top level signing, and I can't wait to see Rasmus Hojlund play for Manchester United. I really can't. Drop a like on the video as well, guys. I can see plenty of people joining in. It's great to see everybody out on this Saturday. So really happy with this deal. What is Hojlund going to bring to this team? He's going to bring that focal point we've really been lacking, that we really need. And look, he isn't perfect. He is not a polished striker, but what he is he is a raw talent with so much ability, so much great skills in his young game already. His movement, his pace, his strength, it's so good, and the sky is genuinely the limit with this young player coming to lead Manchester United's forward line. And look, I am excited. You guys are excited. Let's see this deal get done. And look, I've noticed this all summer long, and especially on this deal, the English press are really far behind. They have been saying that United hope to have it done by the 14th of August. This will be done by the end of this weekend. Hopefully by the time Manchester United fly back after the last match in America on Monday, Rasmus Hojlund will be there to train with the team next week. That has to be the expectation, and I think we're going to get there. I really, really do. So we have Gift is down there. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Good to see you, man. Yeah, big ups to you as well, man. Thanks for joining in. And Jeremy is saying, finally, a strong, aggressive number 9 who is young. Yes, that is so important. What was the last time United went out and signed a young striker? Someone who could be here for a long time. It's been a long while. I would argue it's maybe Romelu Lukaku, because we've had Zlatan, we've had Cavani, we've had Ronaldo, we've got Falcao, even Van Persie. As good as he was a short-term signing. This is a signing for tomorrow. This is a signing who can deliver today, and he is only going to get better for Manchester United, and I am so excited. Gregory is saying Hojlund can score more than 21 this season, and Stephanie says, another great poll question. Big ups to you, Stephanie. Thanks for joining in. So I'm really happy on this. I really, really am. And I woke up today. I've been in a great mood all day, positive. There was no stream last night. Apologies for that. It was a birthday, and I also wasn't feeling well as well. So kind of a double thing there. But I woke up today in a great mood. And throughout the day, I've been really positive on this Rasmus Hojlund deal. I really, really think this is the right way for Manchester United to go. And look, as I think it's who said that? Gregory says 21 goals. I think around 20 goals is realistic for us to expect from Rasmus Hojlund in season 1. Manchester United make a lot of chances. His movement is brilliant, but is he the perfect signing? No, he's not. He's not what I would call a polished player. If we bring in Harry Kane, that guarantees 40 goals for me. But I think Hojlund gets at least 20. And I think he adds a lot to this team, and he only gets better. And I've said this before, guys. Look, if Hojlund comes in, it will be 20 goals this season. It might be 25 next season. It might be 28 the season after. It might be 30 goals the season after. And he continues improving. And we've got 5 or 6 years before he even touches anywhere close to his peak. By that stage, Rasmus Hojlund could be a 40-goal a season striker, and he might do it for 4 or 5 seasons after that. He really could be that good. Charlie's down there. Good to see him, man. I hope you're excited about Rasmus Hojlund. I am so excited about this deal. I really am feeling so positive. And when was the last time Manchester United had a young striker who we could point to and say, yes, this guy is going on to do big things. This guy will be special in the years to come, because I think he's there. I genuinely do. And look, you will see stuff on Twitter, you will see stuff online, people saying this guy only scored 9 league goals last season. You have to look at the context. Rasmus Hojlund played across the season what is the equivalent of 20 full matches. So that's basically a goal every other game when you look at it in that regard. He didn't even play a full 90 minutes until January, and he was still that good for Atalanta. He will be absolutely perfect. And look, this is a deal that suits all parties. I've been saying it for a while. When United come knocking for Hojlund, he wants to come to us. Atalanta, they will sell for a good price. United want to buy for a good price. Everything was always in line for this deal to happen. The fact he wants to come to United, it just makes me more excited. I want to see players who want to sign for this team. Buddy is saying, has Hojlund signed? He hasn't signed yet. Now, I'm not saying that he is a Manchester United player, because we don't have him holding up a shirt. But United today have agreed the fee with Atalanta. We just need to work on the add-ons. We know how much they're going to be. It's just how they're earned, whether it's in terms of goals scored, if it's in terms of match split. It will be done. I have every confidence that will be done within the next couple of hours. We'll probably see Hojlund come to United for a medical, and then he'll be a United player. Ideally, and it's very convenient, he is currently in England. He's been with Atalanta today. They didn't want to play him in the pre-season friendly match against Bournemouth today in case he got injured. So I hope that he stays in England. I think that's a smarter thing. It means we could do a medical tomorrow. We could do a medical on Monday. Let's see, Shade, good to see you. Good evening to you. And Terry says, have we signed him now? We haven't quite got there, but it's kind of like we're around the last corner. We are well ahead. Everything's going to be done. Everything will be done. It's like 99%. It's whenever you're doing an update on the computer and it clears 90%, you know, yeah, it's done. It just needs to go over that last couple of steps, and then we're there. Stella is saying, hi, Stefan, good to see you. And Gift is asking, Hojlund will score goals for sure, but it's not a guarantee to win the Premier League. If we get Kane and Amrabat, I tell you, yeah, look, make no mistake about it. I don't think Manchester United will win the Premier League next season. I really don't. I want to say we will. I would love it if we did, but I don't think we're quite there. And that's why I've always said Harry Kane, yes, he would come in and score goals, but he wouldn't be a Robin Van Persie player, because that team that Van Persie came in, won the Premier League with, it just needed a goal scorer. It needed those extra 30 goals to take it across the line. That was the big thing. United, we are not actually challenging City at the moment. So what I think we're going to do, and I think we're being smart about this, is signing players who will be here in a year or two, who will still be at the top of their game, if not even better, and United can then go on. Ideally, we'd love to win the Premier League next year. Who wouldn't? I would love to win the treble next year, but I think we have to be realistic as well. I think we have to say, yes, it would be brilliant. Yes, we can push. Yes, we can be close. But do we have what it takes across this squad? I don't quite think so. I do not quite think we're there yet. Let me see who we got in the comments. Stephanie says, what if it's what Rasmus will add to the team equally important as personal goals? Yes, that's a big thing. And I completely agree with what you're saying, Stephanie. I've been saying this for quite a while as well. When we sign a striker, the last thing we want to do is for them to take the goals away, take the performance away from the other players around them. We want to add goals to the team, not just focus them into one player. And look, it could be argued even last season for Man City, as good as Haaland was, did he accumulate Did City score more goals because of Haaland, or did he just have a higher percentage of the overall goals? When Ronaldo came, guy got 25 goals in that first season, but everybody else dropped. I think when Hojlund comes in, he's going to add goals himself, but he's going to get more out of the players we have. Bruno Fernandes will be a man making more assists and more goals. Rashford will be a man, he has somebody up there alongside him. When he cuts in, Rasmus will go to that right post. It will be a nice two-striker system. It will work nicely. I'm so excited to see what he's going to offer to this team. I really am. Jeremy says, realistically, I'd like to see top 4 knockout stages of Champions League. A trophy or title run would be a bonus. Yes, I agree with that. I think what United can achieve and what we should be looking to achieve next season is keeping in that top 4, first and foremost. I think we can make quarterfinals of the Champions League. So long as we go out and we do not get like Bayern Munich or Real Madrid in the round of 16, depending on the draw, I think we can make quarterfinals. I think we can win a trophy, an FA Cup, a Carabao Cup. And that's progress, because then you're sustaining the success you had last season. You're building upon it by doing better in higher quality competitions. And look, I don't want to be 17 points off City this year. I think we need to aim, I don't know, to make up another 7 or 8 points this season, next season, adding more players. Then we can really seriously challenge. Look, if United go out and have a worldy season and are right up there in the title race, that's incredible. But it's whether or not we have the coach to do it. Moses is asking, is Hojlund deal done? It is as close to being done as what it can be before he's announced. Look, the fee is agreed. We know the fee. It's going to be £60 million. There will be add-ons. Those are finally just being worked on. That is the last piece. It's like I said earlier in the show, it is one of those scenarios when you're doing an update to your phone or to your laptop and it gets to 99% and it stays there for a little while and then it just completes. We are at that 99% stage. It's really, really close. Let me see. Alois Gunn is asking, United should do the transfer Rasmus faster so he can blend with other players. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think we want to have Hojlund signed and ready by the time United come back from pre-season tour in America. That way he gets 2 matches next week before the Premier League starts on the 14th of August. So he can play 2 matches. That could be a big bonus. I'm saying this selfishly because I'm going to the match in Dublin against Athletic Bilbao and I want to see Hojlund play. So I am being selfish there, but I think Eric Ten Hag will want that as well. Let me see. Stella is saying, I think if we get Kane, we can win the league. Last year we had 58 goals, and if you compare that to City, they had 90, whereas Haaland scored 36. Yeah, look, Harry Kane comes in, gives you 30 goals easily. Probably more in a better team. It's one of those things. I don't think we have the budget to sign him. So I think United, we walked off the deal for Harry Kane because it wasn't going to happen. We said, let's get Onana, let's get Amrabat, and let's bring in Hojlund. So we went for an overall better team without getting that big star signing. But in my own opinion, in my argument, I don't think we're quite at that level where Harry Kane gives us a Premier League, because I don't think United are just missing one piece of the jigsaw. I still think the squad depth needs improving. I still think there's issues in the starting 11, maybe at right back, where we could have a better, more attacking option. But I'm feeling positive, guys. I really am. Gift is saying United have more fringe players than any of the top 6. Yeah, that's a big one. There are players on the fringes who should be gone, who should be sold. And thankfully, we're moving some of them on. And Katie says, if we sign Kane, I'd imagine we challenge for the title. It would be great to have Hojlund as our Alvarez with Kane as the Haaland, but it looks very unlikely. Yeah, look, it would be brilliant. I would love for that to be the case. But I just don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think it's going there. Terry saying, if we had a better away game record, we would have been a lot closer. At home, we were great. Away games let us down. Yeah, completely agree. And Jeremy says, Kane is the icing we need to bake the cake. That is an absolutely brilliant take by Jeremy. So that is what I've been trying to say. Harry Kane is the icing on the cake, but at the minute, the cake is not yet properly baked. That is absolutely perfect. So big ups to yourself, man. Big ups. Let me see. King is saying, it's done soon. All that's left is the add-ons. Yeah, it's just agreeing how those will be done. Alois Gunn is asking, when will Rasmus be red? He is as close to being red as he gets. And Stella says smash the like button. Yes, guys, drop a like. We're up to 28 likes already, guys. Big ups to you guys. Let me just double check the agenda because there's loads and loads of stuff I want to go through. So we want to get talking on player sales as well because they are hotting up. We can see Donny Van De Beek on the thumbnail. So coming in from Fabrizio Romano, Donny Van De Beek is attracting big interest from Real Sociedad. He does look like a player set to leave Manchester United. So I'm feeling good on that one, guys. I really am. And I believe it was Revelo as well. So Van De Beek is completing pre-season with maximum intensity. His aim is to leave Manchester United. He could join Real Sociedad on loan with an option to buy. I would prefer it to be a sale. If we're going to do the loan route, let's make sure that we go and we do that in the sense of an obligation. They have to buy him at the end. That has to be what we go for. Stephanie says Amrabat will provide much needed control in midfield and help the workload on Casemiro. Gift is saying as well, don't forget, guys, signing players isn't about winning the matches. Chelsea have new players and sometimes they make the team weak if you don't have a good manager. Yeah, I agree. It isn't just spending money that wins titles. If spending money guaranteed winning titles, Manchester United would have won 5 titles in the last 10 years because we have spent money. It has been mismanaged. It has been misinvested. We have bought the wrong players, and that isn't a good thing. Let me see who we got down here. Ulusican says we really need a good striker. Yeah, and I think Hojlund will be that. I think he's a good striker now, and within a year or two, he will be a great striker. And he has so much time ahead of him. He's only 20 years old. This guy is going to be something special. Gift says, what's the latest on Amrabat and Axel Diazy? So coming in on Amrabat now, the Italian sources have come out and they were basically saying United were at the point to put in an offer for Sofyan Amrabat. The English sources are conflicting on this. What they are saying is Manchester United, yes, they want Amrabat. He's on the list, but we need to sell players first. It's not as advanced as what the Italians are saying. I was a little bit confused on this. It did look like a conflict, but when we see Ornstein and we see Fabrizio coming out and saying that, yes, United wants Amrabat, but no, it is not as advanced as what it's being made out to be, I think that's probably in the right. So, look, guys, on the poll, we have been asking, should the Kobbie Mainoo's injury stop us from selling Scott McTominay? And I'm asking this because there is a big desire from West Ham to go out and buy McTominay. They want to sign him. I think United should be selling. I really, really do, guys, because Scott McTominay, this is a guy, 26, 27, coming into the best years of his career. He's only going to get worse after this. This is the peak time to sign him. West Ham would consider £45 million. It might be enough to sway Manchester United's head, but I think we're going to get there. We need to sell this guy. We really, really do. And Daniel says, I can't wait for the here we go for Hojlund. No, I cannot wait. Connor says, Hojlund done. And King L says, smash the like button. Big ups yourself. Thank you, man. Thank you, man, for that. And yeah, so just going back to what Gift was saying as well, very little movement on Axel Diazy. I think he will be a 5th signing if we sell enough players. I think it might be contingent on Harry Maguire going as well, and that's something we want to talk about because it could happen. West Ham put in a bid, £20 million. That's nowhere near enough for Harry Maguire. I know we don't rate him. I know as a fan base, we do not rate him that highly. But what I will say about Harry Maguire is the guy's worth more than 20 million. So hopefully we get him sold. I think it's going to come down to wages as well. If West Ham can offer Maguire something similar to what he's on at United, he should take it because he is going to lose that England spot. He will not be playing for United. He's clearly not in the plans of Manchester United. So I hope that he goes. I really, really do. Stephanie says, Mainoo out for 2 months by the look of it. Would play Hannibal before McTominay. Yeah, look, he's a better player. I don't think he does the deep stuff as well. But what I would say is if we buy Amrabat, we don't need McTominay anyway. There's that problem sorted, and we can wait for Kobbie Mainoo coming back. And look, the Mainoo injury is so unfortunate. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen it. It was a complete accident. Casemiro tackled Vinicius Jr., who went and basically collided with Kobbie Mainoo, and that was the one there. It's not a good injury. I hope he comes back. It could be worse. And what I will say, from what United are saying, it looks to be a case that is going to be the first part of the season, the first 2 months. But that's not that bad because, look, we've got August, we've got September, we've got like 3 or 4 matches in September and an international break. So he could be back for October for Champions League starting Carabao Cup, and I'm excited to see Cobby back in this team. Gift is saying Eric Ten Hag should buy players who want to play for the badge, like Hojlund and like Amrabat. I like Fred, though, not good enough. He should be leaving. Yeah, I think so. I really do think so. Stephanie saying should easily get 50 plus likes. Yeah, guys, drop a like on the video. We're up to what, 39? So a like would be much appreciated. Speaking on Harry Maguire, sorry, on Fred as well, because I've seen him mentioned. So Fred is in talks with Galatasary. He has agreed personal terms with them. They have offered several fees to Manchester United. They have first and foremost offered around about 6 to 7 million. Then they went up to around 9 to 10 million. United are looking a little bit more than that, but I think Fred's going to be a player who goes. Fundamentally, in Manchester United, and I'm going to put it this way, guys, we have two groups of players who are looking to be moved on. We have players who want to go and players who seemingly don't want to go. Maguire, McTominay, they seem to be players that Manchester United or themselves do not want to let go. Looking at Fred, looking at Van De Beek, looking at Dean Henderson, these are players who have asked to leave to play football. So I feel like we have a lot more respect for the guys who want to go and play matches, who want to further their careers, than the guys who are more interested in staying at Manchester United for the status of it. Because what is Harry Maguire achieving by staying at Manchester United? He is fifth choice centre back. Varane's ahead of him, Martinez is ahead of him, Victor Lindelof is ahead of him, and even last season, whenever Martinez and Varane were injured, what did Ten Hag do? He put Luke Shaw centre back over Harry Maguire. So what is this guy accomplishing by staying here? It just doesn't make sense. If he wants that England squad, he should be going to West Ham. That is the move for him. It really is. Connor is asking, is Hojlund done deal? Yeah, it is. Look, United have agreed the fee. We have agreed the contract. The player has basically not been picked by Atalanta today because they know he's going very soon. They don't want an injury to complicate the deal. And we're working on the add-ons. The add-ons are pretty much agreed as well. It's around 5 million extra. It's just in terms of the structure. That should be done very, very soon. It probably will be done today. If United work on the deal today, it will be done. That is it. It all depends whether we're taking weekends off. Let's hope we're not. Ollison says, glory, Man United. Congrats on Rasmus, if I'm saying on the chat is true. Gift is saying United should accept the Maguire fee because he is getting worse. Lucky saying, good to see you. Atalanta agree and said yes. And Simon says, great deal for United. And yeah, Hojlund only wants Manchester United. And that's a big thing, guys. Look, this guy has turned down PSG to join Manchester United. That shows that United are going places. That shows that we can still attract players. We still have that pull. And Eric Ten Hag is a guy who people want to come and play for. Look at the players we've brought in this summer. We have brought in Mason Mount. Mount wanted to leave his childhood club where he had played his whole career to come play for Eric Ten Hag's team. Andre Onana left a team that was in the Champions League final, that he loved playing for, that gave him a chance whenever his contract was cancelled at Ajax to go out and play football again. And he left them to join Manchester United. Rasmus Hojlund, his dream, his father's dream, his agent's dream is for him to be at Manchester United. So we've got that pull, guys. We still have that Riz. We are still going to be a big, attractive proposition to a lot of players out there. And it's going to be done. And look, Sofian Amrabat's another one. There was interest from Barcelona. There's interest from Bayern Munich. He's already turned down Liverpool this summer. He wants to come to Manchester United as well. So United, clearly, we've got that pull and players want to come play for this team again, which is something we couldn't have said a long time ago. We really couldn't. And looking even at the wages, Rasmus Hojlund offered more money to play for PSG, chooses Manchester United. And if that doesn't just scream at going places, that people want to come for us to play for less money, I don't know what does. You know, we have Hojlund on a small contract. I believe Sofian Amrabat's a contract that he agreed with United, the wages and stuff, I believe that it is also around 4 to 5 million a year. It's really not that much compared to what he could be doing. So I'm feeling really, really positive. Kendrick says Andre Onana has a lot of mistakes in him. I don't think he does. I think he's a brilliant goalkeeper. And look, he will make mistakes. All goalkeepers make mistakes. David De Gea made a lot of mistakes last season. Alisson makes mistakes. Ederson makes mistakes. Even Manuel Neuer has made many mistakes in his career. Every goalkeeper makes mistakes. No player is immune to mistakes. Otherwise, they would be the best ever. So he will make mistakes, make no mistakes about it. But the positives to having him are gonna vastly outweigh the negatives, in my opinion. Gift is saying Maguire will not achieve anything staying at United. If he's smart, he should force a move to West Ham, who were kind enough to offer £20 million. I think if they come back in 30 million, United might consider it. It comes down to Maguire and whether he wants to leave. There's a part of me thinking in his head, he reckons Rafa Varane will be injured in this season, that he will get a chance. But I really don't think he does, because Eric Ten Hag has shown when Varane is injured, he plays Lindelof. When Martinez is injured, he would like to play Lindelof. If Lindelof isn't available, or both Varane and Martinez are unavailable, he's played Luke Shaw over Maguire. The guy is fifth choice. We might keep a hold of Johnny Evans. I don't know. I really don't know why he thinks he's getting back on this team. So, guys, in terms of the poll, should the Mino injury stop us selling Scott McTominay? We have 69% saying no, we should sell him regardless, and we have 31% looking at the squad management thinking yes, we should hold on to him for now. Maybe we can move him on at a later date. So that's interesting. I actually thought it was going to be higher. I thought guys would be loving to get rid of Scott McTominay as soon as possible. Stephanie is saying Onana is my sneaky 50p either way for Ballon d'Or. What a signing, but outfield players passing to shame. Yeah, I mean, look, it is brilliant. It really, really is. Quick update coming in from Sky as well. Rasmus Hojlund went to Atalanta players on the pitch to shake hands. It looked like he was saying his goodbyes during Atalanta's friendly with Bournemouth. I think it's interesting. It's their pre-season. They would have wanted to use all their players. He has went there and was left out in case he got injured. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. There is talk as well, guys, and it's something I know Lucky Singh will be very happy to see. Ajax and Mohamed Kudus, they're not expecting a bid imminently, but there definitely is interest, according to Manchester Evening News. So that's an interesting one as well. And Gift says, I feel like Mino is going to have a breakout season. I think he will too. I really do think he can have that breakout season. I just think, look, he's lost a bit of momentum. It's unfortunate, but it can happen. Injuries do happen. And I think Eric Ten Hag rates the guy highly enough. For him to start him in midfield against Real Madrid in a preseason friendly, against Arsenal in a preseason friendly, he clearly rates this guy. And he has been in what I would call the first team group. I'm sure you guys have noticed it. In all of our friendly matches so far, the main players, the first teamers, have played the first half. And Kobbie Mainoo has always played the first half. And it was whether or not when Casemiro came back, would he take Mainoo's place. But Mainoo stayed in the team. So I think Eric Ten Hag really buys into Mainoo as a player. I think he loves watching him play. And I think he will be a big, big player for Manchester United. Obama is down there as well. Good to see him, President. Is saying, is it really true that Hojlund is a done deal? Yes, it is. Fee agreed, £60 million. We're working on the structure of the add-ons. That is literally dotting the I's, crossing the X's. It is as close to being done as possible. It is what I would call 99% done. It's one of those things. It's like when you update your computer and it's stuck on 99%. You know the update's done, you know it's downloaded, you know everything's right. You're just waiting for it to cross the line. That's literally where we are now. Should be done today, hopefully. We should have updates. Abba is saying Maguire at 45 million is a steal for West Ham. Well, it's McTominay at 45 and Maguire. United initially looked around 50 million. I don't think we're ever getting that for Harry Maguire. I seriously don't, because look, people are going to look at this guy. Where does he play? He plays centre back. How does he play? He's slow. He needs to play in a deeper line system. So that kind of rules him out of a lot of the top teams. City play high line football. We see Arsenal. We see Liverpool. We see Brighton. We even see Newcastle United doing it. He won't go there and play over any of their centre backs. I think Maguire starts at Tottenham and works his way down. Aston Villa, questionable. You know, this is the kind of level who we're trying to sell these guys to. Fizal is saying as well, McTominay should be sold so he can work for Amrabat. I think he should. But the good thing is the Amrabat deal doesn't seem dependent on selling Scott McTominay, which I do like, because that could be a big hold-up. It seems to be dependent on selling Van De Beek, who's likely to go to Real Sociedad, and it's also dependent on Fred leaving, who, of course, has already agreed terms with Galatasary. So hopefully that should be done. Hopefully United turn their heads towards this Amrabat deal now. Look, we know United, we cannot really negotiate for more than one player at a time. I think this Hojlund deal is as close to being done as possible. The next step is just a medical. That's literally going to be it. So hopefully we turn the attention. Hopefully we start working towards signing Sofyan Amrabat. He will be a big player for us, make no mistake about it. Roger says, when do we expect the selling of Hojlund at United? I think as a rough timescale. Now, obviously I'm not involved with United, but United come back. The last preseason match is against Borussia Dortmund on Monday morning. So what we should be doing, and what Manchester Evening News and all the journalists are saying, United plan to fly back after that match. So no more training in America. We will be coming straight from America to Manchester following that match. So we should be back in training either Tuesday or Wednesday. They might give the players Tuesday off, and then we're back on Wednesday full time. So I would say if we can get the deal done by then, to have him done in training, I think that makes most sense. I think maybe we're going to look at, here we go tomorrow, then we see medical on Monday, then we see Hojlund photos and stuff, and he joins in training Tuesday, Wednesday. I think that's a realistic time scale as well. We are up to 50 likes. Big ups to you guys as well. If anybody else would like to drop a like on the video, be much appreciated as well. Bado is saying, is Martial not leaving? I think the issue with with Martial, it's coming down to the injuries, guys. It really is. United want a fee. He only has a year left in his contract, and he will be injured for most of next season. Nathan is saying, it appears to be clickbait. No, it's not clickbait. If it was clickbait, I would put up Hojlund, here we go, or Hojlund, United player. It's a done deal in the sense that the deal is done, and the deal gets done because there are two things you have to agree. Personal terms with the player and the fee with the club. United have personal terms. We have the contract done for Hojlund, and in terms of agreeing with the club, it's going to be £60 million base fee. It's going to be £5 million in add-ons, and we are just signing off on all that stuff. It is as close to being done as it can. It is 99% there. It's 100% done deal. If it doesn't happen now, something has gone catastrophically wrong, and I don't know. I just don't see this not happening. It's done deal in the sense that it is done. It's as simple as, he isn't a United player yet, but the deal itself, the actual negotiation, it's done. Wayne is saying, will Hojlund be done this weekend? That has to be the expectation. It really does. Gift is saying, in my opinion, I think we should get Amrabat over Kudus, because Kudus is like Timber, Gakpo, and Nunes. He didn't fancy playing for the club. Yeah, he isn't quite the same player either. I think we need deeper players more than we need attacking players. Look, we've got Garnacho, we've got Pellistri, we've got Ahmad, Rashford, Sancho, Bruno, Mount, Eriksen, Martial. We're going to have Hojlund in there. That's a lot of attacking players. I think we need more deeper players, because in the deeper positions, we're looking at Casemiro, Kobe Minu. If we keep McTominay, it's not the same level of depth. It doesn't give us the same options. What he does give is real good options. Jeremy is saying as well, Pellistri is getting better and the team is developing into a more possession-based team, which will also help him shine. Hopefully we keep him. Yeah, I hope so. His agent did say that United were looking to loan him out into Europe. I don't know. I would like to keep him for another season. Now, if we do loan him, I hope it's a good loan. I've been saying this for a while. A good loan is so important to a young player. Look at Amad Diallo when he was at Rangers. That was a bad loan. He really didn't work out there. He couldn't get into that team. The team just wasn't built to his strengths. When he went to Sunderland, different kettle of fish altogether. He was a completely different player. Faisal is saying no loan to Pellistri. Shiku is saying, what about Greenwood staying, or is he going on loan? We don't know on Mason Greenwood. Look, there was a story put out by The Sun saying Adidas approved his return. That was proven to be complete nonsense, because Adidas put out a statement and said they had no talks with United on it and it wouldn't be their decision. So that's been nonsense as well. Gift is saying we should definitely get Amrabat over Kudus. Completely agree. Wayne is saying, is Greenwood staying or going? I don't know what's going to happen there. Look, this club investigation has been going on for 2 or 3 months. I really don't know. There is a part of me suspecting that figures within the club are kind of hoping that the sale would be done and that somebody else would make the problem go away. It wouldn't be their problem anymore. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. It's just a hunch feeling that I have. Abba is saying Greenwood should stay or go on loan, but definitely not sold. I don't know what's going to happen there. Look, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Ultimately, we don't really have too much of a say in it. I wish we did, because I think fans should be included in these decisions. So it will be interesting to see what goes on there, how it goes down. Let me see as well. Probably missed some of these comments because a lot came in there. Lucky Singh says when UK journalists and Italian journalists are closing in £53 million plus add-ons, £58 million agree. It's going to be slightly more than that, Lucky. DiMarzio is going for £60 million, €70 million. So that's where he's sitting at. Look, it's coming in from different places. Different people will say that the fee at different prices. It might never be known what the true fee is. Sometimes they put out a statement, sometimes they don't. Look, it's going to be, it is going to be interesting. But look, this deal is done. It really is, because there's no more negotiations. Everything is agreed, and I mean, it cannot be any closer to being done. We literally have got the player. It's just doing the final details, and it's just going to be doing the paperwork. It's going to be doing the structure of the add-ons, which probably is already being negotiated. DiMarzio says that it's being done, so it's gonna be done. It really is. As well. So on the poll, guys, 216 votes, and we have 68% of you guys are saying yes, that McTominay should be sold regardless of this Kobe Mania injury. I think I'm feeling positive on that one. I am. I think we should sell him. I really, really do. Fabrizio Romano says negotiations between Manchester United and Atalanta, final stages, almost done deal. So there we go. Romano has said it. That's us. I mean, it is as close to being done as it can. It really, really is. It's like the only thing I could describe it as, it's like if you go shopping and you have all your shopping stuff and you're at the till about to pay for it. You've done the shopping, you just need to pay, and that's it. Like that's as close as it gets. Abid is saying as well, Colin Mawani should be the target, not Hojlund, but I guess it's already over. Yeah, look, people have different opinions. I think Mawani's a very, very good player, but we've wanted Hojlund all along. It has been Ten Hag's big target ever since this Harry Kane move didn't happen. So look, I'm feeling positive on it. If Ten Hag thinks he can do something big with this guy, I believe him. From what I've seen of Hojlund, I think there's a hell of a player in there. He's going to add a lot to this team, going to bring goals, going to bring a lot of good things to this Manchester United forward line, and it's going to make us a better team. And I think that's the most important thing. And look, at 20 years old, this guy's talent is ridiculous, and he will go on to do very, very big things in the game. Jeremy is saying as well, United like to keep their PR squeaky clean despite the court rulings. I think Greenwood ultimately goes. It's a good point, guys. It is a good point there from Jeremy. I think as well, look, I can't help shake the feel that leading figures in the club know that they probably get replaced if a takeover happens. If they can kick the can down the road for long enough, I think that's a big thing. And look, even if Manchester United said Greenwood can come back and we bring him back into training, the guy hasn't played football or played in first team football in 18 months. There's no guarantee he will be the player that he once could have been, that he once was. It would take him genuinely 3 months probably to get back up to full fitness and match ready. So I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen here. I just feel like United need to make a decision and be decisive on it. I really do. Stephanie says Hojlund highly recommended by Eriksen. I think that might be a reason for him signing. Christian Eriksen, of course, and a Danish international, one of the best Danish players of all time, probably. And he probably will look after Hojlund when he comes, and I think that's going to be a good thing for both Hojlund and for Eriksen. Clinton says, almost done deal for United, here we go soon. Yeah, it's one of them. It's like, it is loading. We're just waiting for the here we go at this point. Gift is saying, Erik Ten Hag given the chance, takes over, issues are sought out, and it will be a threat to the likes of City Guardiola because he is that good. Yeah, look, I agree. I think we've got the right manager. I think what we just need now is the backing, and I think once the Glazers go, I think that's going to be the big thing. I think that genuinely evens the playing field in every way possible, and then we're going to see what it's all about. So Dot Bosco says, get Amrabat now. Look, I think next week will be the week we really make progress on that deal. And I would say this for Amrabat, as compared to Hojlund, I don't think he is as needed. I think we can play the first match or two of the season without Amrabat, because we've already got Casemiro, we've Mount, we've got Bruno, Eriksen in there. That's probably okay. So look, if Amrabat goes on for another week or two, it's annoying, but it is what it is. You know, he isn't as needed as a striker. He wasn't as needed as a goalkeeper. So look, we're going to work on it. Hopefully we get him in. I really, really like the player. I like what I've seen from him. I want to see more of Stefan Amrabat, and I want to see him playing for Manchester United. I think that's going to make such a difference to this team, and bringing that in gives Erik ten Hag something he's wanted for a long time, and that is squad depth. That is quality depth, and that's going to make United a much, much better team. Because look, Casemiro is a brilliant player, but he does need rests. Varane is a brilliant player, he needs rests. Every player should be rotated in and out. We don't need Casemiro and Varane and Bruno to be in the team to beat Burton Albion in the Carabao Cup. At the moment, we might have to play them because there isn't enough depth, but we shouldn't need them, and hopefully with depth, that can help us. And look, one of the big things is, even last season, Erik ten Hag probably wanted to rotate, but he knew if he rotated, he lost the quality that he had. We would go from having Casemiro in midfield to Scott McTominay. We would go from having Varane to Harry Maguire. We would go from having Rashford up top, say, to Martial. Or we would go from having Bruno to Van De Beek. So I think that's probably part of his reasoning. Maybe that could help us in the long run if we can get that rotation in. Gift says Hojlund will make the wide players better because they will have no pressure looking to score every time. Yeah, look, it's going to help us. There was no doubt in my mind. United's best run last season was when Rashford was scoring goals, and he was the only player really scoring a lot of goals week in, week out. And he scored 30 across the season. When Rashford's form dropped, when we lost those goals, United struggled. We didn't have those goals from other avenues in the team. We didn't have those goals across the board. Bringing in more goal scorers takes the pressure off an individual player, because any player can have an injury. Any player can lose form. But if you have enough good players in your team, you will get by the basis that because they're good players, they're not all going to have off days at the same time. And I think Hojlund adds a lot to this team. I think Rashford's going to be better for it. I think Anthony and Sancho will be better for it as well. The runs that Hojlund makes in behind the defence, pulling defenders everywhere, making space, it's going to help those players. It's going to help Bruno Fernandes and Mason Mount in those central areas as well. I'm very excited about this deal. I really am. Abid is saying anything about Jeremy Frimpong. Look, Frimpong was a target for United a couple of months ago. I think the focus has shifted. I don't expect us to go for a right back this season. We've extended Deleu's contract, seemingly. We're going to extend Aaron Wan-Bissaka's. So I think for this season, it's not going to be an upgraded area. But I think in terms of what we need next season, I would look at maybe another centre-back. I would look at a right-back and maybe another striker. I think that could be next year's window. And then I think we'll be very close to really being serious title contenders. I really, really do, guys. So Don Bosco says, finally the players getting the manager who want, not Woodward. Yeah, and that's a big thing. It's who the manager wants. It's who the team needs. And yes, it is risky to give a manager complete run over the football club. He could end up getting sacked. It might happen, but hopefully we have the vision. Hopefully we have the right idea that if Erik ten Hag doesn't work out, we go get a manager who can play with the same players, who can play in the same style, and can get a bit more out of them, even if it goes wrong. That was one of the big things United did wrong for many years. With Louis van Gaal, who built a possession-based football club, and a possession-based team that held a lot of the ball. And then we went to Jose Mourinho, who wanted to work on the transition. He wasn't as interested in possession. So we can't keep doing 180 flips. So even if Ten Hag doesn't work out, go get somebody similar. That's what I'm saying here as well. Clinton says, thumbnail on that title, cool as you like, we are on the road to 80 likes. Yeah, big ups to you guys. Thank you very much. 65 likes on the stream as well. Gift is saying, I think if we can get another striker and don't get Amrabat, we can offload fringe players. I would like to see both. Stephanie says, Wan-Bissaka best right back in the Premier League. I think he's brilliant. I really do. I just wish we can see more from him going forward. If he can improve that goal output, the attacking output, what a player there is. Seriously big time player there. I think he's brilliant, and I think he offers something so different. No matter who he comes up against, we can mark out opposition wingers by playing Wan-Bissaka. We've seen it in the Carabao Cup final with Saint-Maximin. We've seen it many times with Sterling. He's even done it to Mbappe. He's done it to so many players. The guy is genuinely special in that regard. Let me see. Jeremy saying, great presentation, first time viewer, and you have a new subscriber. Tears from New York. Thank you, Jeremy. big ups as well. If anybody hasn't hit that sub button, please consider hitting the button. Would really appreciate it. And yeah, guys, thank you very much for all the compliments as well. Jared is saying, when will Hojlund be done deal? So I'll go through the Fabrizio Romano update for anybody who might have missed it, because this is as close as it gets. So 0 minutes for Hojlund today in Atalanta Bournemouth friendly match, as expected. Deal is very, very close. Only final stages now, and Romano has said negotiations between Manchester United and Atalanta are in final stages. They agreed only add-on structure to be worked on. So that's literally just, when are we going to get the add-ons? Will we get them now? Will we get them at the end of the season? And that's literally it. It's just the technicalities. It is the fine print. It's agreeing to the terms and conditions. It's done. It is as close to being done as possible, guys. It really, really is. Gift is saying we should give chance to Alvaro Fernandez and Mark Jurado. We don't need another right and left back. Look, I kind of agree. I would like to see them given a chance. I think Jurado is interested in a move back to Barcelona. I like Alvaro Fernandez. I think he's a really, really good left back, and he is definitely the type of player we want. Update coming in on this Hojlund deal from TalkSport. Manchester United on the brink of agreeing the full deal with Atalanta over Rasmus Hojlund. Total package will be £60 million, including add-ons. Final details to be done. So it's literally done, guys. Irfan saying done deal. Who we've got? Chimanga is on there. How about Harry Kane? Are we getting him as well? I don't think so. I would love United to do it. I just don't think it's going to happen, guys. Who else have we got down here? Jason saying Atalanta got a striker already. Yeah, look, they signed their Hojlund replacement today as well. So, I mean, it's literally as done as it can get. It literally is. So I'm not trying to get you guys on either. I'm not trying to clickbait people. Everybody can quite clearly see as well. It only takes one look at your phone at Twitter or the news. If you type in Rasmus Hojlund, it will say done deal. It's done. Jason saying, brink close imminent. Yeah, look, it's the usual buzzwords. We know what it is. We see these at the end of the deal. At the start, we see monitoring, interested, watching, viewing, scouting. There's a lot of words get banded about, but Rasmus Hojlund, within the next couple of days, will be a Manchester United player. Red Rasmus, you guys can bet on it. It is as close to being done as it physically can without him holding up the shirt. So all that comes now is just the final shake of the hand with Atalanta, book the medical, then it is here we go time. So that will be the next one. That should hopefully come in the next day or two. It's done, guys. It really, really is. Clinton is saying Randall Colomwani, very similar to Rashford. Somwani to United. I don't think so. Rashford can do those incisive runs, but the physicality Hojlund offers gives a massive boost to us up front. And Abed is asking about a second goalkeeper. It's not going to happen in terms of second goalkeeper with Zion Suzuki. That deal's not happening. He wants first team football. He knows if he comes, he's going to be behind Onana all season. So it makes sense. I'm happy enough with that. It might be Tom Heaton. It might be Kovar. Let's see what Eric Ten Hag does in that. Greg is saying it's good that Hojlund almost done deal but took so long. Yeah, it really, really is. Stephanie says, well, Hojlund play for United in Dublin pre-season. I don't know. I really don't. I hope so. Would love to see it. That could be a fun one as well. And Ravina saying, is Malacia fit? I don't think so. So, look, that gives a good opportunity to Alvaro Fernandez. He can go out and have a real stab at being a backup fullback to Shaw. And look, he will play matches if Malacia keeps getting injured. So let's see where that one goes as well, guys. I'm going to drop off the stream now, guys, as well. So thanks so much for watching. If anybody hasn't subscribed, please consider hitting the sub button as well. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We will be live same time tomorrow at 5:30. So I will see you guys then. Let's hope we get done deal on Hojlund. Let's hope we get a here we go or something. And I will see you guys then. Thanks so much for watching as well. Have a good Saturday, guys. Big ups to everybody for joining in today.